Oh, don't let this happen. Try smokingarrest.com.
More now on our top story. Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens and growing speculation that he is about to retire. Stevens told the Washington Post today, "I can tell you that I love the job, and deciding whether to leave it is a difficult, very difficult decision, but I want to make it in a way that's best for the court." So let's bring back CNN's senior legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin from New York tonight. So Jeffrey, the Obama administration, the president has a lot riding on his agenda now in the coming months. So how might this affect him if, in fact, Stevens does retire?
Well, this is a major, major opportunity for any president because presidents only serve for 4 or 8 years, and Supreme Court justices often serve for 20 or even 30 or even 35 years, like Justice Stevens has served. So this is really a chance to set his legacy. Of course, with 59 Democrats in the Senate, there is at least the possibility of a Republican filibuster against a Obama nominee. So this is likely to be politically contentious, although chances are, like most Supreme Court nominees, anyone Obama nominates will be confirmed.
How critical is Justice Stevens' role on the court?
Well, he's very important because he is what's known as the senior associate justice. He is the justice with the most seniority on the court, and he gets to assign the opinions when the Chief Justice, who usually gets to assign the opinions, is not in the majority. So whenever William Rehnquist or John Roberts has not been in the majority since 1994, when Stevens became Senior Associate Justice, he has been essentially in charge of the court, and he has exercised that power with great skill.
So you've talked about that, and I guess in a way sort of summed up just in a bit what Stevens' exit might mean to the court, but will his departure, it's not going to change the balance of the court, but it may change some things, the way I guess they rule because of his ideology, even though the president will definitely pick a liberal judge.
Yeah, it is true that Stevens is one of the 4 liberals on the court. Obama will likely pick a liberal, so the balance will not switch. But one justice always changes the court, and if you now have 2 young justices by Supreme Court standards who are both liberal, Sonia Sotomayor recently confirmed Obama's next appointment, that starts to give liberals momentum. It starts to say that there will be an important liberal presence on the court for many decades to come, and it also suggests that Obama, who will be president for at least the next 3 years and maybe the next 7, will have a chance to shape the court and perhaps even replace some conservative justices.
Well, some on the left, Jeffrey, sort of champion Stevens as a liberal, but does he himself feel that he is a conservative judge?
Well, he does, actually. He's a moderate Republican. He was appointed to the Supreme Court by President Gerald Ford in 1975, appointed to the Appeals Court by Richard Nixon in 1970, and he says that he has not changed, but the world has changed. The world has become more conservative. His colleagues have become more conservative. So what was a moderate in 1975 is in fact a liberal, seen as a liberal in 2010. There's much to recommend what Stevens says. I mean, he is right that the center of gravity has changed at the court, although I think it is also true that he has moved to the left as well.
Hey, Jeffrey, I really have to go, and I'm up against the break, but listen, who's at the top? Who's waiting in the wings? And if you have just one name that you could probably say is waiting in the wings.
The current Solicitor General, Elena Kagan, the former Dean of Harvard Law School, someone Obama knows well from Chicago, I'd say she's at the top of the list.
All right. Thank you, Jeffrey Toobin.